Yo, what up? It's your boy, that Daft Panda. We're gonna get right back into it because we're still playing old school RuneScape. Nothing really changed. We just had a little bit of a break while we watched Saku get some business done. We got to watch, whoa, March of the Noobs. Yo, what is going on? We just watched Saku take care of some clues. We had a huge old stack. I got fully geared up for some PK nonsense. 1 second. Look at that. I was a gamer for a second, just for a moment. Turns out that we didn't need to do anything. We just showed up a little bit just in case he needed any assistance. We will go right on back to Temporos for now. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do a farm run. So I guess we'll start by going, I guess here, because I kind of need to switch up my gear. Marginus says, we are so back. Are those spider boots? No, they're Fremenic boots. Fremenic boots. The Aranea boots are too expensive to be using for wilderness content. I think I'm gonna keep this, maybe this too. I'll put it in this tab. This is like my wilderness stuff section. Like every now and then I want to go to the wilderness and just like, not like kill anybody, but like anti-PK, I guess is the plan. It's not like a good plan. The plan is to basically jack someone and then hopefully they stop trying to kill the person that I'm trying to protect, I guess. Why did I cook sharks instead of mantas or turtles? Weird. I guess I just didn't think about it. This is fine. We go here. And then let's get our farming gear set up. And we're just going to do a few hours of Temporos, like a couple hours of Temporos. Did you see my harp show up for a second? That was weird. Okay, so we're good. News says, yeah, I have one of those too. I never use the gear, but I have it. Yeah, I think it's nice to have, and I really never want to properly use it. It's basically just in case. It's like a posturing thing. Like if I ever got into like real PvP, I would just like mostly die. But as you can tell from the sea of turtles and nothing else. News says, I did have to use it when I was doing Chaos Fanatic combat achievements. God, those were rough. Yeah, I did a lot of the wilderness combat achievements. Not all of them, because I still have Crazy Archaeologist KC, I think, left. But other than that, I think yeah, mostly have a lot of that content still around, actually. All right, that should be all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I don't know where the fuck I'm going right now. And Drops says, finally, there he is. Yeah, I was here earlier, but we stopped for a little while just to watch Saku get some content done. So get some content taken care of. He did a clue unboxing, which is basically like, kind of like loot crates. Kind of like loot crates in RuneScape. He didn't really get anything like super duper good, but he got some stuff that will be helpful. But it was a little sad. I really wanted to get I wanted him to get like a big ticket item, which would have made a pretty appreciable difference in his account. but no luck this time. What's going on, Pickle Cam? How you doing, man? You guys know who Pickle Cam is at this point. He is a variety streamer, plays a lot of ARK, a lot of GTA, but also plays Valheim every Sunday with us. Us being myself, of course, Pickle Cam, Lokrin, and Delta, as well as Savage and Roku, a couple of my homies. We are just now in the plains, which means that we need a decent amount more iron to get some new gear, new armor mostly. We're gonna need to sail from the plains, and we've already got our base kind of in place. We've got Loxes that we're farming up. Maybe get some wolves too. Maybe not though. Loxes is probably fine. But yeah, we're like settling just past the mid game. We're about to be entering late game pretty soon. Interrupter says, "I've been good. How about you?" I think I'm chilling. I think things are fine. We're doing slightly different content than we were before. And in a lot of ways, this content's not necessarily easier, but it's more consistent and it's also better. The fishing rate is a little bit better, but it gives me no hunter experience. So it's kind of a mixed bag, because eventually we're going to max everything, probably. And with that in mind, it's going to be an uphill battle for hunter experience at some point as well, which means that we should probably go back to drift nets, but we can do that a little closer to max. We can finish the fishing thing first, because that'll expand the farm run and close down another elite diary. It's just a thing to do. Ain't nothing but something to do in the grand scheme of things. Interrupter says, "Yeah, we're tearing it up in the Heim." I don't know about tearing it up. The next section of the game could be really, really slow. As you're already aware, we did get flax and wheat. However, we need to kind of high roll these totems, or we could spend here a long time here. Then again, we have a lot of good gear now, so it's very possible for us to wrap up the iron farming pretty easily, even if we go separate from one another. As long as we get 2 or 3 guys doing it, should be pretty straightforward to get as much iron as we actually need. But it's going to also be a separate thing, getting the iron back where it needs to go. Hunter News says, Hunter can be done with birdhouses passively to make for a tidy profit, or actively training it. It's way faster than drift nets. I think prioritizing fishing experience per hour is reasonable. It's not that much better. It's the same, but it's so much cheaper. I mean, Temporos, you literally make money, whereas drift nets, you lose money, right? And it's very similar. It might be that you can get more from Temporos. We're talking 85k versus 80k or something like that. Well, somewhere around 80k. It depends. I didn't have a lot of experience using just stamina potions when drift net fishing. I only did it a couple times, but I've also only just started doing Temporos. So I fail a lot in Temporos for now, but as soon as I iron that out, it'll be fine. Interrupter says, "No, we are tearing it up, baby." I mean, okay. I mean, I'm basically good. My gear doesn't get better than it is right now for quite a while. I'm kind of done as far as improvements go. Martian News says, "Oh, huh, that's more hunter experience than I thought for the drift nets." See, that's pretty enticing. Yeah, I'm talking the fishing experience is 80k an hour, which means that the hunter experience is going to be 100k an hour or something. The hunter experience is very, very good. It's not as good as Shinchampa's, but you get so much value out of doing drift nets in that you get both types of experience. If you need both, there's scarcely any other training method that's actually better in the game. We're talking gold with the gloves and all that shit, you know what I mean? We're in that territory where it's really, really good as far as getting experience in the game. But that only matters if you need both fishing and hunter, and you don't really need hunter experience for very much. Martin says, "Or bursting." Yeah, yes, or bursting. That tier of experience rate. But yeah, the main thing that I'm trying to do is kind of spend as little time as possible in some ways with fishing in general, I guess. It's the way that you could look at it. We do this. Guardian boots. Yeah, I saw something about them. I was like, I don't think I recognize that item. Sure. Get some agility experience. Martian Noob says, so obviously it's at least several days away, but what's the next on the docket after fishing? Typically what I've been doing is like the longest grinds first. And so I started with Slayer basically, and then I did fishing, and then I think next is agility by extension. Push-ups on the mat. Yeah, this Slayer doesn't need to be here. We're done with this now. So either agility or woodcutting. I guess I was gonna say, I think I said solo steps now that I think about it. So solo steps actually. But yeah, I don't feel like super strongly about it, but I think that one of those two things is kind of the next grind, just because it's going to be a fairly long grind. Martin says mining is slow too. I'm already done with mining as far as the achievement diary is concerned. The only things I have left for the achievement diary are these guys. 83? Yeah. 83 is enough for the elites? Yes. In fact, you said that it's wild, and in fact, you need to go to the wilderness for basically the last one. You just need to mine runite. Oh, actually, we need to go... Oh, we need to go here? All right. So I noticed last time, actually, the last video that I uploaded, not the one for today, but the one for yesterday in the VODs, I actually didn't speak through this enough, apparently, and the song was still detected by YouTube for some reason. And that makes me so goddamn sad. I actually need to talk through this even more than I was. It's actually not a meme somehow. I can't believe it. I'm actually so upset, like, unironically about it, and I really need to want to try and fill this space a little bit better than I was even before. I don't know what's going on with it. It makes me sad to see the copyright thing, even though there is no impact actually properly. I just feel like I should do whatever I can in order to make it not do that. I feel like I'm getting slapped on the nose, you know what I mean? Slapped on the wrist. Booping my snoot, not in a good way. I gotta check it. I saw the claim was there, but I didn't actually listen back to it. I might have just forgotten to say something, because I think that happened recently. I might also start going through my VODs, farming for clips, because I'm running out of clips, actually. I've been having daily YouTube shorts upload just from clips that somebody, made in Prosperity, mostly just you guys, right? We did this, did that. We can go here. And I've been actually having a lot of success from those, I gotta say, and I really do appreciate that. Not that it changes very much from my perspective. It's not like my channel's monetized or whatever, but it does make me kind of sad that it's kind of the end of an era. I'm literally gonna be out of clips very soon. In fact, let's see. Actually, let's go here. It's within the next couple days even. And I don't know if I make clippable content frequently enough for me to have that extend out into the future. I think in theory I do, but I'd have to really farm them, literally actually look out for them. Yeah, to the 25th right now is the end of the daily uploads for clips. Bunch of Noob says, is YouTube flagging it on behalf of Jagex, or is it mixing up the music and thinks it's something else? Oh no, it's definitely the song itself. It says Gnome Village Party by Bass Shock, and it's No Impact. Let's see. I think that's the original. I think that's the name of the song. I don't know who Bass Shock is, but Gnome Village Party, I think, is the name of the song proper. It does say No Impact, so it's not like anything's changing, right? It's not like I'm getting roasted for it or nothing. I just don't like it saying that there is a copyright restriction on it to begin with. You know, it's not like I'm actually getting chastised, but I don't want to feel like I have to duck. We almost got 84 prayer or 85 prayer just naturally. We grind out. We got to 80 for our Illiternus ward, which only took like an hour or something. I think we're actually almost done with these too. The Solicips will kill that. Like, our fossil situation is going to be like well and truly fine. Okay, and then we have Fletching and Herblore. Fletching is going to be very easy, pretty fast too. Herblore though, that one might cost a decent amount, so we might have to get a little bit more dollars before that one starts. We did this, we did that. We can go here. Go to Brimhaven. These loud ass trees. Oh, I forgot to post my YouTube. Whoops. Or my YouTube in my Discord. Yeah, I'll do it now. I forgot, but I did go live just a second ago, so I guess. Emporos till midnight. It's fine. It's one of those things. I'm trying to get into the habit of it. I could have a bot that does it. I don't really trust bots, to be honest. It'd be different if I understood better how they work, but I don't really trust them at present. I know everybody has bots, but that doesn't mean that it's all cool. You know what I mean? That just means that everybody has them. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical when it comes to stuff that seems ubiquitous. Feel like I gotta read up on it a little more than I have at the very least. See what kind of permissions they have, what exactly they're doing, how exactly they work. Because if it's simple enough, I would actually like prefer to just make my own thing. If it's really truly that simple, but I don't think it's gonna be in that scope. And it's very easy to just post my link as I'm going live. I got like a 10-minute starting up screen anyway. God, I actually really like the White Graceful. It's pretty good. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna go to Port Sarim now, right? Good. Definitely clicked on this. It just didn't seem like it cared. Corand? Huh? Did I not plant this? guess not. That's weird. I just picked it and was like, all right, later. All right, so Corinth. Or no, Port Serum, no. That's not correct. That's etc. No, we need to do etc. though. Okay, so we'll do that too. Doesn't need to happen now though. Okay. So do our dailies real quick. We're actually gonna have plenty of time to do them tomorrow too, but no reason not to do them now. Doing this without the farming cape feels so bad, but getting 40k from doing it feels pretty good. God, look at all the Torstal too. $680k. That's not really. So 570k profit. It's like technically the seeds themselves do count for something, but like, come on, dude. That's not a real expense. No, I should have just gone here. No, wait. Where am I going? That's to drift nets. We need to go to a bank so that we can get... I guess I should set up my Temporos gear, huh? My Fashionscape. Because it is Fashionscape. This. One of these. And then we went Rancor, Ferocious Gloves. Offhand is the Mikando Hammer. Oh, I guess this is going to change as soon as I get enough Spirit Flakes. Maybe I don't do a set then. I know the Rada's Blessing doesn't do anything, but feels better to have it. Yo, I put on that Rada's Blessing and I thought I exploded in like a weird animation thing, whatever that was. Marjanu says, how close are you to on flakes? Like 120-ish. It's like very close. 160, 172, I think. Which could be as few as like 3 pulls. Yeah, I think you get like 64 max, something like that. It's kind of a high roll, but I think they're 1 and 4. 1 and 4, and they go up to, whoops, and they go up to 64. Yeah, it's like 30 something to 64. Hey Zaku, what's going on, man? How you living? That's not correct. I want to go here. I'm borrowing your house, by the way. Hope you don't mind. Arjun says, oh wow, so like 5 games or something, an hour away at most. Yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. I should be able to get it today. Second says, I'll never recover from this tragic clue opening. Yeah. Yeah. We opened 200 medium clues. And, well, I mean, we're pretty close to getting the collection log done, but none of that is ranger boots. It's the problem. Like, how close are you? Are you like actually, I think you're like within 30 now. Because you were like 71 when you were about halfway done, and you got like 8 or 10 more. 81 out of 115, so 34. So close. If you do it again, it's probably not going to be done, but you're probably going to be closer to like 90 or maybe 100 within like 20 of being done. I don't know how much you really need to finish the medium clue collection log. I just sneezed 2 times. Oh god. I was not prepared for that emotionally at all. Saki says, I don't need to finish it, but at this point it's inevitable. Saki says, well, it's in reach, I guess. I mean, the ranger boots are one of the more rare things, right? So like, if you're gonna get it, like, you're gonna be pretty close at this point now. Saki says, no, they're as rare as any other boots. Yeah, I thought all the boots were fairly rare. I thought they were all one of the more rare drops. Not that I really know what the tables look like. I just assumed. Saki says, no, not really. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, hear me out. Content. Damn, I feel like I'm really behind. Saki says, elegant outfits are twice as rare as the other items. Otherwise, they're all the same rate. Oh, really? I am in a lot of danger here. And I don't know what I did wrong or differently, but... I'm just gonna, like, let that expand for a while as I get this guy within knockdown range. I really am trying to get an entire extra set. Oh, okay, so I don't actually need these buckets now. Shouldn't be in any danger. Use 2 and not 3. There we go. That's sad, but it's fine. That's also sad. So we have 36%. I don't feel good about this. I really would like to get the fish that I need, but I don't think we're going to get it in time. I mean, I could just go up and then come back down, and that's what's going to have to happen, because obviously if the storm's full, we lose. One more. Nice. 80%. Let's see, when do we go up? I fucking hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. So like 90%? Yeah. Oh, but look at that green spot. Oh, one more. One more. Just give it. All right, we're good. All right, now we wait. You want to do more? I don't know what waiting does. I don't know if it does anything. But yeah, we ignore this. Then we go down, fish up some more. All right. Wait, didn't I discover? Hold on. I feel like I realized that I have an option for the bits thing. Cheering. Hold on. Oh, I did the trophy for subscriptions. I see. Yeah, I don't really have another asset, do I? That makes more sense. That comes up more too. Yeah, sure. Okay. Maybe I should get more assets made. I hate it. I hate it. It's the endless wheel of asset creation. Actually, you know what I need to do before anything else? I need to change my Twitch wallpaper. It's got like gender swaps of like the squad that I watch anime and movie night with or whatever, but like you've basically never seen any of them. You've seen Savage and you've seen Roku. Everyone else there you've basically never seen. I did appear on Nora's stream once, I guess. And I'm like, it's cool as it is to have a reference to like The Boys. I don't think it does anything for like anybody who's actually looking at it. You know what I mean? Like most of the people who see it, they're just like, I don't know what this is. Oh, I'm supposed to go down there. And I'm a little particular about that now. I'm like, as cool as it is to have like inside jokes for me, I do like it to be immediately obvious what something is for. That's why the spot redeem is like, let's see, what is it called? Savage's dog spot. So they're like, I don't know who Savage is, but obviously there's a dog named Spot on this redeem apparently, right? Just try and make the redeems seem like there's some relationship with between the name and like what they do. Because I'm really bad with answering the same question over and over again, basically, is what I'm trying to get to. Because like I get it. If it's your first time here, then you're just not gonna know. But like I would also like to not be trapped in the same circle of conversation, if that makes sense. So just try and make it as clear as possible and clear and intuitive as possible. That's kind of my goal, I guess. All right. Just because it makes it easier for me for no reason other than that, ultimately. All right, so we're ready for that now. So we don't even need a full inventory here. Really, we just need to get as much as we can actually use, which is probably something like, I don't know, 20. Yeah, about 20, I would guess. It would be nice to get more fishing levels though. I know that's kind of a silly thing to say because I'm like doing this for fishing levels, but I think it would help with the consistency. Like the higher my fishing level, the easier it is to catch these fish, right? So it helps with the whole rotation every time. I imagine, at least. I should hope so. If this one just despawns, I go straight there. And I stop at the next one anyway. Yeah, okay, let's go. All right, we kill him. Then we run down there and stab him to death. Oh, I'm not showing my rate. Let's look. 86 is what it says right now. That might be an overestimate because we're only, you know, 10 minutes into it or whatever, but it looks good, right? That rate? That's pretty fucking good. And there's very little downtime in between now. So we go here and we just sloop right back through. I could do these, but I think we do like, so if it's 1 and 4 and the expected value is like 50, right? And we need about 200. We should do 20. Yeah. It's like this is back to square one, filling eclectic jars. You're goddamn right. Why don't you go ahead and get a lucky impling on the way, though? Just catch that with your hands, you know what I mean? Go ahead and turn that into a pickaxe. Why not? Just for the boys. For the people back home, you know? Don't want to forget the people back home. They're the reason we're here. I can't believe that Twitch added the like new knock thing and it turned on your webcam automatically. Like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Like, surely they knew that they shouldn't do that. It's like, oh, that's right. I bring Max Mage to Eclectics. Max Mage. I feel like I remember you saying that. Is that a drop rate thing? Like a success chance thing? I'm sorry for making you telling me again, but I just don't remember. My grammar was a little weird there for making you tell me again. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. That's really unfortunate. There we go. So that gives the success rate on the Dark Lure spell. Yeah, that makes sense. It's silly that it scales off of your magic hit or whatever, your magic accuracy, but whatever, I guess. Sure. It's not ridiculous at the very least. I guess I can do this and see if it will do the storm, because there's a chance that it does the rain. Okay, did not. I don't think this is enough. It should be 6 over there. Yeah. All right, we made it there in time at least. 60%. So we can stop them at any time, but we really want to get a full inventory before we stop them. And we stop at 90 is what we decided. Worst case scenario, we go straight up there at 90. Just stop whatever we're doing and go straight there. I think this thing's gonna despawn soon. Savage says, or I'm sorry, Saku says, I heard the tale of a man who green logged on ranger boots. Damn. The last thing they got was ranger boots? That sucks. I think we have time. Just one thing. Just one pull. One more. So much greed. So much greed. Oh my god. It wasn't worth. Go. Go, go, go. It's fine. It's fine. It's so fine. We're so good. We're so chilling. Jesus Christ. Why do I do this? I also was supposed to only do the one and then run down. I was just so scared. Look at how bad my rate is, by the way. That's not correct. It's okay. It'll be better when I drop off all these fish. And obviously, stabbing Temporos is also very good for my rate. I'm a little late here, though. So, I imagine that will not be good for the rate either, but it's fine. Go up there. Back at nominally 80%. Feels good. And it's still climbing, because why wouldn't it? Stonks. All right, I need a green spot. That's what I need. $26. So we're gonna say the last 4 inventory slots again. Just leave the last line blank, because I really don't know what the like barometer for success is. Like the RNG is like wild. It's all over the place as far as I'm concerned. I have no way of knowing. I can't believe it was like 100 shards or whatever, maybe 200 shards to completely fill the crystal harpoon and the crystal pickaxe. I was so shocked. Like I just had that. I could have just had them filled this whole time. I just didn't realize how cheap it was to fill those tools. Then again, I do want to have like as many shards as possible for like Bofa, because I would like to get a Bofa too still. Taka says, do you have the crystal signet ring? Yeah, I'm wearing it. It's not charged, but you don't need it to be charged for it to still work. For the purposes of changing, you know what I'm saying? That's just a Stardust thing. Look at the rate. Look at it go. Damn, girl. What you doing with all that rate? All right, now we just stab him to death and get out of here. Oh, you can't see. I can see, but the health bars, yeah. There you go. It was directly behind my head before. There you go. But yeah, I figured bringing the signet ring was a good call. So that's part of my fashionscape. It's actually not even fashionscape, I guess. Technically, the ring isn't even something that other people can see. I guess I'm going to try something new for my fashionscape after this, though, right? Because I'm going to have whatever they're wearing, right? So I got to mix it up. It's probably a quest cape angle, right? Switch from the farming cape to the quest cape. Martian News says Mist Capes also looks great. Yeah, but Mist Cape isn't nearly as much of a flex as the quest cape is, though. And the flex does matter. Even though I'm in solos, it's still important. Flexing is perhaps the most important thing you can do with Fashionscape. Martian News says, yeah, I gotta show chat who's boss. Yeah, it's you guys mostly. You guys fucking bully me all the time. Not that much, actually. You guys are generally pretty nice. Some people, like, truly are bullied by their chats. And it's, like, kind of sad in a way. I feel like I need to do something. But I guess it is, like, all in fun. All in good fun. All right, so we completely unload this, and then if there's no storm, fill up these jokers. I don't know if I need this many. That should be enough. Just in case these guys expand, which they didn't, so I didn't even need to get that many. Nice. Came here in time. So I guess we're on rate. This is like expected value. Arjun News says, oh, goody, my favorite hard setup? Climb the agility pyramid and do an emote. I think after a certain point, you stop failing the agility pyramid, right? As long as you don't walk backwards. So is that a meme, or is that actually not bad? It seems like it wouldn't actually be bad. Arjun says, well, whatever that point is, I haven't reached it yet. I just fell. Damn. All right, well, answers that question. Martian News says it just takes a while. Yeah, I'm sure it does. There's definitely worse, right? But maybe not for hard. I don't spend very much time with hard clues or clues in general. I do my best to avoid them literally as much as I can. It's bad for my mental. I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. It's very good that it exists in the game. I just do not want to be the person that does it literally ever. If I can not, I would love to not. I would just love to not. All right. Stab. I don't know if this is the stab one. I think it is, though. It is now. Russian says, I get that. I wish I could ignore them, but we don't have enough God D'hide yet. Yeah, that's pretty important. I think God D'hide is basically it's equal to Carol's, though. Really? Carol's is, like, better against, like, melee, and God D'hide's better against, like, magic or something like that, but they're the same offensive bonus. It's just, like, one is just slightly better. Yeah. Like, you could use Carol's in, Jad, for example. It would be just about the same. Saki says no, God D'hide is lower magic defense. Okay, so Carol's is the magic defense one. I got him backwards. Saku says God D'hide is old black D'hide. Sure. Marjanu says yeah, it's comparable, but God D'hide is generally more useful. Oh well, yeah. Well, one of them will give you a prayer bonus, the other doesn't, right? So it's kind of night and day on that side. But both of them are relegated to, like, never used as soon as you get Armadil or better. Armadil, armor, and better or better. Anything from that point onwards is night and day, right? I wish I could go down there, but we're just gonna focus this up. Okay, so we're good there. Zaku says, you'd prefer Carol for magic defense even if it is less than Armadil? Is Armadil worse at magic defense? Is that what you're telling me? Chuzzy says, hello, my voice went bye-bye today, so my plan is still delayed. Damn, Chuzzy, that's unfortunate. It's actually funny. Today, you wouldn't even have had to have done the redeem because I ended up raiding Zaku. So if you were alive, I would have just watched your stream had I known. You know what I mean? That was your plan. Saki says, if you were using Carol's, let's say just for magic defense while using melee, can't you use Armadillion plate still? In the same reason? Is there any reason to not use that instead? Armadillo has melee attack penalties. Ah, I see. I did not know that. Rajanu says, also, I don't get the remaining god D-hide in the next couple days. It probably won't matter anyway, since the hides from the newer Dragon Balls are supposed to make range armor that is better than Blessed Garrels. From what I remember. Interesting. I think I can do all of this, but I'm not sure. Screen Ride with the resubscription. Yo, what is up, dude? Dude just says taxes. What is this? Is your tax write-off subscribing to my YouTube channel my Twitch channel? I don't think it works that way, brother. I'm gonna be honest. I appreciate you being here, man. I appreciate you for stopping by and hanging out, though. Saga says -7 plate, -6 legs. That's unfortunate. Marjanu says it's the no ad stacks. True. Oh, Marjanu says, and I'll probably have the crafting level to make it for the new armor. I see. So yeah, it ends up being worth in that way at the very least. Saga says, oh yeah, also something I've seen. Yeah, yo, John Smith. I'm sorry, John Smulf. Smulf. What is up, dude? Spirit says, wait, it doesn't refund on sub-blocked Voodoo Doll? What are you gonna do with that Voodoo Doll? Screen right. What are you gonna do with that Voodoo Doll? Hold on. I'm gonna get you a shout out in just a second, John Smith, but I gotta shout out my dude Screen Ride for 1%. Oh God. Wait, I'm alive. Okay, actually, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I tried to kill him too early. Because he says raid Smilf. Yeah, John Smith's name isn't Smith. It's Smulf. Smulf. He's got an L and it's Smith. I feel like I've been lied to. I've known this dude for so long, so actually long, and just found out that his name doesn't have an I in it at all. John Smith says, I'm doing all right. Played some Zomboid and learning the game myself. How you doing? I love Zomboid. I have like a few hundred hours in Project Zomboid. The only issue with that game that I have is that there's really no end game. And also some of the systems are a little light. I think it would really help if the game had NPCs, including like animals, perhaps. Just a few more things would really tie it together, and then maybe like other survivors or just like other random events. There's something that the game is missing, in my opinion, for it to be like fully complete, because you get to a certain point after like 30 or 50 hours where you're just like kind of done, I think, in my opinion. John Smith says, yeah, because another person took it. Yeah, I got you. I understand. Martin says, Zomboid is a little too punishing for me, but I love it in principle. It's one of those things where it becomes less punishing in a way the more experience you have. The better at the game you get, the less the punishments are an issue. The main thing, if I could give you one tip before anything else, start your character off with 1 or 2 levels in the skill Nimble, and it will change how easy the game is to play in a big way. Because what Nimble does is it allows you to walk, it allows your walk speed while your weapon is being wielded to be higher. So what that means is when you're trying to kite zombies with a melee weapon and you're like running backwards and like swinging shit at them or whatever, so you will have a lot more success because you'll be even faster than the zombies, even when you're trying to hit them with a weapon. It's a huge thing, even if it's only 1 or 2 levels. And that's the thing, is even if you don't have enough to get to outwalk them at the start, getting 1 or 2 levels to start with will help you get more levels faster. It's like a snowball effect. You get levels in Nimble by doing that slow walking with your weapon wielded or whatever, and you moving faster means you get more experience faster. So your rate is better if you have more levels already. So it just works out that way, in my opinion. John Smith says, I feel that, not as easy as it looks. Yeah, I definitely had a lot of trouble the first time I played it, but the more I played it, the more it's a little bit too easy now, I would say. Josie says, I'm interesting in playing zombie with you, Panda. I'm interested. Yeah. Not interesting. I ain't all that. Yeah. I got you. It's on my list. I played it before. I don't think I want to play it again until something significant changes about it. I've played it a lot, actually, is the thing, and I don't really know when there's going to be a significant content update to the game because it's notoriously pretty slow at changing. Savage says, once Zomboid clicks with you, it gets super easy. Yes. Savage, I played with regards to Zomboid many times. He's played it probably 5 or 10 times as much as I have. John Smith says, I just based my survival as myself IRL, and my god, I think I made a mistake. Still fun though to see how I would do if I were in a zombie apocalypse. Yeah, that's fine. At this point I just basically min-max my character, just play a very particular way with like a bunch of negative feats, but ones that don't really adversely affect the playstyle, etc. Martin says, honestly, I don't have a problem with the difficulty. It's pretty much just the permadeath that bothers me. I understand why the game has it. I just don't enjoy it. Yeah. You get to the point where the permadeath isn't really a concern, because in theory, you just don't get caught out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you play smart, it'll never matter that there's permadeath, because you'll just never die. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. It's not like being a hardcore in RuneScape where it depends on what you do, what kind of setup you have, because there's some things that, like, if zombies respawn, no place is actually ever permanently safe, because at any point zombies could respawn, and then if they respawn in the wrong spot, you could just be like screwed basically. But it's pretty unlikely that you play that way, and I wouldn't recommend that you do that because it's not interesting. I like having zombies not respawn, and I like not having resources respawn either. But even then, it's still too easy to like just survive indefinitely, as far as I can tell. Jumpman says, in conclusion, Panda's saying, get good, kid. Not quite that much. Savage says, mods that keep your skills help with that. It's true. And then Savage also says, play it however you like. Yes, you can just turn off the death thing if it bothers you. But to me, death, if you're experiencing death, then that means that you're still you're still in the space where you can learn a lot of valuable lessons about the game. Perhaps that would be more easily enforced to you if death is on the table and has consequences, if that makes sense. Chelsea says, basically, Panda, just get good and you won't die. I mean, kind of, yes. Marshall Noob says, the person I played it with wanted the stakes. I did eventually die and then quit, but I enjoyed it while I played it. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal. Makes sense too. I think I missed one thing. Chelsea says, I've heard mods are a thing though. They certainly are. And there's some value in doing the mods. My experience with the mods has been overall very positive. I wasn't able to get one of them to work, but the rest of them, they worked. They were very fast to install, and I didn't have to like set up a mod pack or anything. I just like added the ones that I wanted, and then everybody was able to use them very easily. It was very nice. But one of them didn't work. I don't know why. I shouted out John Smith. As you heard, he was playing Project Zomboid, but he plays a lot of different games. Was playing Rainbow Six. Nope. Tom Clancy's The Division 2. That's what it was. Plays various other first-person shooter types games very often. I've seen him play a lot of Call of Duty Zombies and stuff like that. Even Fortnite's rhythm game. Oh, I need to kill this dude like now. Well, maybe not now. Maybe not now. I think we have time. I think we can fully load this and it'll be okay. Savage says, there's a mod that lets you chop your arms off and give you a bite. Good middle ground, maybe. Damn. John Smith says, I did a couple mods, but more of quality of life and just more guns. Yeah. John Smith says, how did you get Siege and The Division confused? I haven't played either of them is the reason why. They're very similar games to me as far as, you know, they're both first person. Well, I guess one of them isn't actually a first person shooter. The Division is not a first person shooter, but it like kind of, it's very similar. Oh, I need to be stabbing this. It's not at 4, but I need to do damage here. Like kind of badly actually. John Smith says, fair enough. Yeah, it's just not my space. I'm familiar with the games and I've seen you play, maybe not Siege actually, but I've definitely seen you play games in that sphere. Not specifically Siege, but there was like that other game that was like brand new when you were playing it, like somewhat photorealistic, whereas like a lot of infiltration and exfiltration type missions, clearing rooms and stuff like that. Chelsea says, oh, nice. Would you be interested in playing sooner if the mods were involved, Panda, or would you still prefer an overall update? I would definitely prefer an update to the base game, but would I be willing to play that game? Sure. I'm not in a habit of saying no to people who invite me to stuff. I stream a lot, and the only games that I play like of my own volition all the time are just RuneScape. So anytime I'm playing anything else is probably better for me as a whole. So like I don't really have like any issue just playing whatever, basically at any time. The only downside is, or the only exception in that is Sundays at 3 EST, I'm playing Valheim basically until we beat that game. Until we're done with Valheim, we're going to continue doing that every single week, every single Sunday. But other than that, my schedule is available. It's posted, and I'm willing to do whatever anybody wants to do during my schedule. Basically, just ask, and I'm probably going to say yes. This is still okay. I don't know if I really need to put this stuff out. I know I need to put this one down here out. But I think I could just do this and then kill and then just call it, because I'm like out of sync and it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Savage says, if I played it again, I would want to mix it up a little, maybe spawn in the middle of the woods or with very rare resources. That's fine. Josie says, I see. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing it. I don't know if Savage would want to join, but he's obviously welcome to join. And I want to make sure that if he wants to join, that we do it at a time that he can play, as opposed to starting at like 11 p.m. and then playing for 3 hours, which case he would just not be able to play at all. John Smith says, actually, how is Valheim, by the way? I heard it's good, but I've never played it. It is, to me, there are 2 games that are early access games that to me are the exception of the early access rule. I don't like playing games in early access. I just don't like it. The exceptions are Valheim and Project Zomboid. Both of those games I've purchased and I've played through and gotten my money's worth already, now multiple times over. Chuzzy says, are we friends on stream? On Steam? No, I've never added you on Steam. I don't know what your stuff is. Savage would be down. So if you want to make that happen, Chuzzy, we absolutely can. If you want to involve other people, like then just the 3 of us, you can make that happen, or I can start talking to people as well. It's just Sunday specifically is not a day. And if you want to play more than once, Chuzzy, I highly recommend you set a day that you can do it like every week, because I mean, you can do what you want, but in my opinion, there's no way you're going to get to play a game consistently unless you have the same day set aside for it. That's the way you get adults to do something over and over again, is by you set it on the same day at the same time and just say it's always this. Don't schedule anything for this. And that'll help tremendously. And Chuzzy says, what times work best for Savage? That's a good question. I certainly wouldn't know. But yeah, in general, Valheim is a very, very good game. It's a survival game. You've played similar games to it for sure. You can play it without any real guidance as well. You can just like get into it. It's not like Zomboid where the barrier to entry is kind of high. But yeah, no, it's a great game. It's a fantastic game, and they just keep adding content to it very consistently as well. Every few weeks or whatever, they'll have some kind of patch where they'll like tweak a little something, and then they'll tweak a little something, and they'll tweak a little something. Whereas like Zomboid feels like it goes completely dead for like months, maybe years, and then it'll be like there's a new thing, and sometimes it'll be relevant, and sometimes it'll be like who cares. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about Zomboid as far as like a game that is going to be complete eventually in theory, but for where it is right now, as far as just playing it through like one good time, like experiencing like from the start all the way to end game, it's perfectly good. It's like it's in a great spot. Josie says, makes sense. I'll wait to see when Savage is available. Yeah, that's fine. Savage says from about 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. and I imagine that's BIS. Is BIS the same as GMT? Greenwich, the like your time, right, Savage? You mean like, I don't know, British Standard Time, probably? Yeah, okay. The fucking English one, so yeah, GMT. Yo, what's up, Oz? Ozpin says, how goes learning you're old? My what? Huh? I don't, huh? I am old. How goes learning? Oh man, I don't know. I guess I'm still learning stuff despite being old. I think it's mostly okay. I think so. I think I'm doing all right. I haven't embarrassed myself. So it's just Panda Olg. Yeah, it's me. I'm Mr. Olg. I'm Mr. Ice, I'm Mr. Olg. What is up, Ozpinarch? I saw that you stopped by for a raid to Saku as well. And you just missed him doing a fat old unboxing. Nice little loot crate action, RuneScape style. We didn't get like anything good, but it was a good time. Ozpinarch says, "Oh, you're one of those. Time to misspell everything." Oh God, March the Noobs. Now you're left. Now you're obligated to correct everything. March the Noobs says, "No, that was a question. I don't care." March the Noobs says, "We were confused." Yeah, well, look, me being confused, that's like standard operating procedure. Though I do need to have like the brain lag emote. I need one of those because that's like, I do that way too much for it to not be like a part of my brand. Saki says, "Well, that was a holy sandal." Oh yeah, there was a holy sandal which became actually a pair of holy sandals. One became devout boots and the other is just going to be fashionscape, I guess. I don't know. Savage says, and the god pages. You know, those god pages may not actually be a meme. There's a chance that they're actually of use. The Book of Law, I don't know if you got a better shield slot yet. But one day it will be replaced. Same with the Mage Shield, a Literness Ward. I don't know if you've gotten one of those yet. I don't think you have. That's from TOA, right? So Book of Darkness will be useful for a while. I don't know. The Mage's Book is also an option. It kind of depends if you want prayer or not. If you're bursting, right, you probably want the extra prayer. Saki says, I don't have access to my ranged shield slot whenever I need it. You can use the Hunter's Sunlight Crossbow. Where? I mean, it's a good point. Like, I don't really have use of range gear either. That's why I got rid of my archer's ring. Basilisk Knights? Yes. Yeah, range gear is like not very good in this game, I'm gonna be honest. Savage says bursting, I guess. Yeah, you need the V shield for Basilisk Knights. True. Marjanu says, I don't know why you would go back, but it's best in slot there. No, I meant the crossbow, the Hunter's Sunlight Crossbow. Oh. Yeah, but that doesn't help. We're trying to use the God books, right? Specifically. Chuzzy says, that's 1 p.m. PST for me. Do Saturdays work? Says, and this is Chuzzy asking Savage. I think there's a lot of people that can play at once as well. If you wanted to have extra people join in Zomboid, by the way. Last time we played, it was... We asked... King and Jay didn't play that much, but we invited King and Jay. Delta played a lot with us. Roku played with us as well. So I would be of a mind to run it by at least Delta and Roku before I start playing, just because I want them to be aware of it and have that as an option. Right now, Delta is planning to... He asked me to play something with them. So I want to... If you want to set this up, Chuzzy, I want to get that information to Delta as soon as possible, especially if we're going to loop him in in some way, so that because he's trying to line up schedules already. Chuzzy says, yeah, I'm fine with more people. Another thing that's of note, Chuzzy, is somebody's actually going to... So the way it works is like peer-to-peer hosting, basically. So one of us is going to host it and the rest are going to join. I would be glad to do that. I know my computer's strong and my internet connection's usually quite good, but it's up to you ultimately, since you're the one asking me. You're kind of like this. You're kind of the head of the show. If you want to host it, you can, but it would be fine for me to host it instead, because, you know, I'm almost always going to be available at exactly the same time every weekend or whatever. Martin Noob says, yeah, okay, so you're going to be fighting something where you care about the prayer bonus. that has high magic defense where you aren't switching styles. Whisperer, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it could be the Whisperer for Book of Darkness. That would make sense. And Hunter Sunlight Crossbow you could use on the ads as well, but you probably use Blowpipe instead. Saku uses the Mage Book there. Yeah, I actually don't know how good the Mage Book is. I'm not very familiar with it. Saku says, the thing is, I already have the Zamorak book for +8 Mage and +5 Prayer. Ancient Book is only +2 Mage over that. Yeah, it's true, but two is 2. So, like, there's no reason not to do the better thing. Oh, 2% damage? Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, so Mage Book is way better. And it's night and day then. Savage says, yeah, Mage's Book will always win. Yeah, seems that way. 19? I think we do 19 pulls. Bum, 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 bum. Roger Noob says, oh yeah, that's not close. Yeah. We want 100 something. I don't think that's enough. I think it's close though. Yeah, we're 59 short. That's unfortunate. I think with average odds, we get as many as we needed, but it's fine. Josie says, yeah, you can host if you like. Might be easier since I've never had before. I've only joined Zomboid servers. Yeah, I should be able to do that. It's not an issue. Savage also has like a host of mods that he's already used before. So I'm sure he can run those by me and get that online. We can also get other mods as well if you have any mods in mind. I don't know if you've played with a lot of mods, if you're familiar with the mod set or anything like that. But yeah, so what do we decide? What was it? 1 PST? One PST, which is 4 EST. Okay. Hey, Larry. Chelsea says, I'll check in with Delta since he's streaming at the moment and I can pop into his chat. That is a great reason to check in with him. I love it when I have a question for someone and they're live. Like, especially when they're not like the biggest, you know what I mean? Like people that are like my size, if I'm live and you have something for me, you can just come in and ask me. You know I'm going to be able to read it and see it. Marcha News says, just get a Visage drop from the Fossil Island Wyvern's forehead. True. Saki says, I probably wouldn't even use Ward unless it's fortified over the book. Really? That's crazy. It's 3% though. Martian Noob says, oh yeah, that's not close. Just get a Visage drop from the Fossil Island Wyverns. Yeah, that actually is useful outside of like particularly for them. And also, doesn't it work against Skeletal Wyverns too or something? Something like that. Savage says, I wouldn't mind tweaking everything. Been fixing the game for years at this point. That was kind of extra, but let's get this guy down. Saki says slower accuracy. The Illiterness ward is? Oh wow. Jesse says, I'm not familiar, but I know someone who is, so I could ask him. Are we gonna switch streams? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't really know that much about modding the space or anything like that, but I do know that Savage does, so I'll just do whatever Savage suggests, sans anybody else suggesting something. Saki says the ward is +5 magic accuracy, the book's +15. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't realize that they were that competitive. So 1% damage versus 10% accuracy. Until it's fortified, at least. Which I don't even know how to fortify it. I'm sure you need bits as something here or there. Arcane Sigil from Quirk. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Sigil? Sigil, I think. Storm looks a little dangerous at the moment. I wonder if it's because I spent 2 rotations kind of hiding from the storm, from the wave, I mean. All right, so we need to fill this up. Technically, it's not going to be like filled, but like whatever. We don't mess with this. Just get more fish. And then at some point, we need to like actually square up. So we shoot these fish until that guy goes down, and then we attack him, and then we fill up again, and then fill it, I guess, because that's effectively what we would need to do. It's a little bit weird. We're kind of out of sequence a little bit. Where's my green spot, bro? Where is it at, though? There we go. Ah, that's so unfortunate. I lost all of my crystal fish too. Fucking bastards. I don't think I'm gonna need a rope again though. It's possible. It's actually maybe even probable. That's pretty unfortunate. I didn't think it was gonna be fire again? That seems weird to me. I guess he's at a weird percentage. He's not at 3 or 6% like he normally is. So maybe that's all it is, but... Larry says, I suggest winning. I have no idea what's going on. I'm fighting a giant water elemental by shooting fish into him repeatedly. Savage says, we beat you to it, Laurie. Sorry. Laurie says, damn, I'm surprised I wasn't booed for that one. Not as efficient. Oh, yeah, we did that one. That's going to be the name of the stream title tomorrow, actually. Maximum efficiency. Laurie says, I didn't say damn. Whatever. It's the same, Laurie. You're the only one that matters to. You're the only one that matters to. Damn and darn are literally the same word. Some people just arbitrarily feel like damn is a curse when it's not. Like, where does it say that damn is a curse word? Like, it's just made up, Laurie. It's literally just made up. People are just choosing to be upset about a word. Laurie says because of damnation. Oh no, damnation. It's a word, Laurie. It's fine. Savage says, nah, I'm in a good mood today. Puns are okay. Oh shit. That's crazy. What happened to you? What did you do? Oh, I don't have a rope. That's fine. We'll just wait here then. I got nothing to lose. God damn it. Larry says, geez, Panda? What? If he's in a good mood, that means something happened. I want to know. Ellie says, flying drop kicks into the lurk. That's a oddly dramatic way to lurk. What's up, Ellie? Savage says, dang nation, you mean? Got him. Got him. Ari says, me talking about damnation? I see. Ari says, I can say what I want. Yeah, we know. You're the one who's being weird about some words and not weird about others. Oh god, I don't have any rope. Yo, why is this guy fucking bullying me right now? All right, hold on. Let me get a rope because you're gonna keep fucking being a dick. All right, I have a rope now. Can I just shoot you down? Can I blow you down right now? Blow me down. I says, but it's not what I said. You put words in my mouth, things that I wouldn't say. So you're telling me that you've never said damn before? Is that what you're telling me right now, Larry? Is that really the hill you're gonna die on? Come on now. Larry says, I have said it. Then it sounds like it's not that big a deal, huh? Larry says, I choose not to. I mean, you chose not to this time. Ari says, I actually said the F word recently too. Wow. Look at you. What a rebel. Larry's really making her own waves. Larry says, Panda, why? Why are you a rebel? I don't know. You do your own thing. It's not really my prerogative. Like, I don't particularly have a horse in the race. You're kind of just... Ari says, no, why? She says, why? Why? No, why? Damn. Ari says, why are you saying it like that? Being a rebel? I mean, I think that's an accurate assessment of the situation. Ari says, yes. So you agree then? Savage says, you said fudge. Disgusting. Got him. Ari says, it was a slip of the tongue. Likely story, huh? Okay. Judges is back. Delta's down. He's asking for how long, though? That's kind of a question for you. If we start at 4 EST, then that means that Savage is probably going to want to be done around 7 or 8. So at 4 hours would be, call it like a rough minimum, I would guess. 3 or 4 hours. Savage usually doesn't go to bed when we're like actively playing something. He probably could hang out for longer too, but I would say that that would be the best approximation for Savage. Obviously, I'm down for whatever. I hang out until midnight. I got nothing better to do. Ari says, I saw my mom while driving and I was on a call with a friend. And you decided to just drop an F-bomb for your friend to hear? That's crazy. What did your friend do to deserve that? Sarkis says, how many spirit flakes? 60, 50, somewhere around there. Ari says, I was shocked that you said the F word. Me too. It's crazy. Ari says she honked. Sarkis says, wait, I can snoop into your bank? It's true, you can. Only if you want to, though. Josie says, okay, we can aim for 4 hours. I'll go tell Delta. Sure. 2741, so I need 59 then. 4741, same thing. It's 1200 for each piece, and there's 4 pieces. 64%. Brother, my brother in Christ. So you're telling me that I didn't click on the fire? I clicked next to the fire. I clicked into the fire. Whatever, dude. Just go down. We'll just kill him. If it's gonna be like that, I'm just gonna stab him to death. Alright, says the friend did nothing to deserve that. Wow. Your obscenity knows no bounds, Laurie. So yeah, that was about an hour, huh? And we got 81k per hour. Not bad. Did I shout out Ellie? I think I did. Did I say anything about him at all? No, I didn't shout out Ellie, and I didn't say anything about him when I intended to shout him out. Cool. All right, we can do that because I got fully distracted, entirely distracted by Laurie. So yeah, Bunking Ellie. He's one of those smooth, chocolatey, deep-voiced VTubers out there. As you can imagine, he is indeed a rabbit king, a bunny king. He plays a lot of different games. Most recently, I've seen him play 7 Days to Die and what else? I've seen him play Demonologist. Well, I actually played Demonologist with him. Demonologist and games of that ilk as well. He's a good guy. Very fun to hang out with. He plays a lot of Minecraft, actually. He plays on a server with Wolflord Shiro, among other VTubers who I don't know, and maybe non-VTubers too. Those are the only two I know in the realm, actually, technically. Completely unmodded, by the way. They just have client-sided mods. Ours is Minecraft, yeah. Just be prepared, because he says the fuck word sometimes. And everybody likes it. He also growls. At first I thought the growling was like the mobs in Minecraft or whatever, and sometimes it is. Marchanu says, "Dear God, not the fuck word." But like he was just like digging, like trying to make, what was he trying to do? He was trying to make like a cave that like slimes would spawn in, I think. And every now and then he would just growl. And I was like, what is that noise? Oh shit, that's him. That's Streamer Man. Streamer Man. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure. I know I was watching Wolflord Shiro on exactly the same servers, and I'm pretty sure I didn't see Shiro do that. I'm pretty sure Ellie was the one doing that. Ellie was making housing. I'm not sure for what though. Maybe villagers? Out of bamboo. I remember that distinctly. That was definitely Ellie, but it's very easy for me to mix up people playing on the same server and all that. But I'm pretty sure I only saw Shiro do like RPG shit with the health bar mods and stuff like that. Speaking of Minecraft though, Laurie plays a lot of Minecraft, but she also plays a variety of different games as well. If you are interested in high energy streamers that have exactly too much chaos, just like way too much actually. I said exactly, I lied. There's like her glass filleth over, right? With chaotic energy. That's just the way it goes over there. Alright, says Panda, I'm vibing. Nah, you ain't vibing. Nah, ain't nothing about you's vibing. I don't know what you're talking about. Savage says, I like a man that growls like in a slime cave. Yeah, why not? Why not? Alright, says I'm vibing. Laurie, I don't even think you know what vibing means. I guess I can just go. I'm just gonna douse this on the way just so I can stab. We're just gonna try and kill here. Savage says, what What's Nerd Flanders yapping about now? Nerd Flanders got him. Damn. Nerd Flanders. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That does remind me though. Didn't somebody else show up? Oh yeah, Chuzzy. What's your name? Chuzzy Wuzzy. Oh, 30 more seconds. Okay. I'll yell at Chuzzy in a second. Chuzzy. I haven't been able to see Chuzzy stream in goddamn ages. Chuzzy played a lot of Mech Arena back in the day, but she said she swore off of it because it's too pay to win and not a very good video game by virtue of that. So it seems like she's branching out and playing a bunch of different games. I know Chuzzy was playing with V's in through the Halo games, but that's kind of stopped for a while as well. What else have I seen Chuzzy themselves doing? Saki says, you may want to try rolling for this last Spirits Flakes you need. Yeah, it's like 40 something on average, right? And it's 1 in 4, so I figured I wanted 8. Savage says, I agree with the frog. Yeah, I got you. Laurie says she reads. She does read. It's not like a game though, but she does read. That is a large part of her channel. I feel like I've like workshopped Chuzzy's, like my elevator pitch for Chuzzy's content with Chuzzy, because Chuzzy's often here talking it through with me. Chuzzy says, back 4 hours works. What amount of people do you think is ideal? That is a hard question to answer. I guess it depends on what kind of level of chaos you want in the content. I think 6 is probably the most that you would want to have if we're all in one call together. And that would be, right now we have Savage and myself. Delta, you is Chuzzy. I know V's wanted to play as well, so V's would be a good option perhaps. Or was playing Project Zomboid. Chuzzy says, and for the start date, it can't be this Saturday because of Savage, or next Saturday because I'll be busy, but after that is good. So 3 weeks from now, huh? So yeah, maybe I would say V's would be the last person. You wanted to invite Roku? I wanted to run it by Roku. He hasn't shown up to every Valheim, so maybe he's not as available. I know he's got like stuff going on or whatever, but I would want to at least bring it up to him. And I know that V's expressed an interest in playing with not just me, but like us, like collectively, you know what I mean? And I think V's has played before as well, so maybe that would be a good option. And perhaps a better option, a more prudent option, you know, like spreading the love, if you will, because we did play with Roku last time, and we play with Roku every time. But I would want to at least run it by him, make sure that he's aware. I don't want to catch him by surprise or nothing. I definitely did too many. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, it depends. It depends, because if not everyone's there, then you can have more people, right? But, and it's not like you need to like, how do I want to say this? Ideally, you have people so that not everyone feels like they need to speak all the time. Because the more people that are around, like the more like some people can just like chill out, but also some of us are a little more introverted, like prefer having a smaller group. But most of us are like pretty familiar with each other as well. So like Savage, Delta, and I have played quite a few games at this point together. Savage, Roku, and I have played most games with each other. So like 4-ish of us kind of don't really count to me. So it would only really be, as far as new people, would be you, Chuzzy, and V's in that case, right? But like I'm just like thinking out loud. I haven't like really put pen to paper. And also my opinion is not the only one that matters, right? Laurie says, you, Chuzzy? Yes, like I'm speaking to specifically Chuzzy. In that case, like you, Chuzzy, as opposed to you, Laurie, right? Because if I say you, it's not clear who in the chat I'm talking to unless I'm talking to all of you, which I wasn't in that case. Laurie says, it sounded like a list. It wasn't. It was direction, similar to an appositive phrase. But yeah. Oh, hey, look at that dog. What is that dog doing? That's kind of unfortunate. So we can do all of this. Yeah, we can just do all of this and then just kill him. That'll be fine. Chuzzy says, okay, Roku and V's. I'll check with Aberrant Egg since he plays as well. V's and I have played lots of games with him. V's and I have played a lot with Delta too. Okay, so it would be basically like V's and you have played a lot of games with Delta. So there's a little bit of like, some people are new, but most people know each other already. That's interesting. So it's kind of like your group and my group kind of like, well, my group, but whatever, like hanging out. Interesting. So it's like a 6-person 3v3 collab, weirdly, with Delta like in between. unless you count Delta on my side and don't count Roku, that's fine too. Depends. Delta's kind of like the bridge between us though. Yeah, it's kind of a group merging situation. All right, let's see. Why does Spot look so guilty in this picture? Ari says, and you're the middleman? I think Delta's more so the middleman because he's played with both V's and Chuzzy, and I've played with neither of them. Which is kind of what being in the middle is like. Delta's played with actually both of us, which makes him in the middle, right? Wow, that is unfortunate. Surprise? That wasn't enough. Yep, need another 26. This is what Spot looks like when he expects you to go to sleep, but you haven't gone to sleep yet. Actually, I think this is his face when Savage says the word walk, and Spot's like, well then. Chuzzy says, Egg is one of my mods, so you're at the very least interacted with him in some way. Yeah, that doesn't really mean anything. Most people that are like regulars in other people's chats, I don't actually get a very good read on them until I'm like interacting with them like truly directly, one-on-one or whatever. And even then, I don't necessarily get a good read on him anyway. I don't really have a read on Spot here. I don't know. This is just what Spot looks like all the time when he's looking at Savage. There's no real thoughts in his head at this moment, I don't think. Savage was saying that Spot is very intelligent, and that's probably true, but most of the time he doesn't think about anything at all. Ari says, I still feel embarrassed on my only hangout with you, Savage, and Delta. Your only hangout with us. That has to be Stardew. That's the only game that I can think of, which was ages ago. Ours is The Farm. Yeah, so Stardew. Chuzzy says, what's your read on me? Too analytical, too serious. Ari says the league was fun. How dare you? Ari says, what was embarrassing about it? It was fine. The thing that was embarrassing for Laurie is that she followed you around like a dog, and if she wasn't following you around, she was following me around like a dog. Like, what do I do? Guys, what do I do? how can I help? And it's like, Laurie, just play the game. She's like, but I don't know how to play. And it's like, oh, well, this is what you can do. And she's like, I'm not listening. That's my impression of Laurie in that situation. Oh, Aster. Hey, dude, what's up? What are you doing here? That's weird. I didn't know that you even knew what RuneScape was. Savage says, I mean, yeah, that did happen. Yeah, it sure did. It sure did. You came in at just the right time for me to do my impression of Laurie. All right, let's see. What do I have? Do I have an impression of Aster? Oof. I can't sing well, so I don't think so. But Aster's VTuber, good friend of the channel. I've been watching his content for a good while at this point. He actually just really like got back into the swing of streaming or whatever. You can see him in 2 different places, particularly his own stream. I think he streams at least twice a week, but I only ever am able to catch him on Thursdays. And every other Thursday, he'll be streaming as the DM of the Onyx Path, and you'll be able to see his real true face, his actual fleshy face. But don't worry, he's got true VTuber content as well, where he'll sing at you, an actual singer. But he also plays a wide variety of video games. He's like very good at video games and also quite analytically minded, I would say. And the asterisk in his name has to do with his emphasis on details, shall I say. He's very much willing to take a conversation to the next level and really get to the truth of a matter. I highly recommend him and highly enjoy conversations with him. And especially if you like asking questions and people taking questions seriously. Let me put it that way. Savage says, I mean, yeah, that did happen. Then Chuzzy says, no, I'm just high energy, no chill, but also hardcore seriousness. No hardcore seriousnesses. Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. I take things very seriously most of the time, I think. Savage says, I thought she was just like that. No, she's not like that normally, but she was then for sure. No, we can do one more. Ari says, all right, I'm gonna head out, dorks, have fun later. And Asterisk says, at least, haha. Also, like, why do you ask me what are you doing here? Like, I'm just not wanting to say hi to my friend, man. Oh, well, you know that's just what you get around here. I'm just around here, you know what I mean? That's just what I say. I just say things sometimes. Asterisk says, also thanks for the intro, very much appreciated. No, you're very welcome. Yeah, you're certainly welcome to stop by. I'm just surprised to see you, that's all. I figured, when it comes to, let me see. When it comes to my streams, right, I kind of expect to see most of the same people. And if anybody stops by that's not a regular viewer, it's because they're not interested in the content. Does that make sense? Like, I expected to see you when I'm playing a game that isn't RuneScape because, RuneScape kind of has an ick associated with it a little bit. Does that make sense? Maybe if I change the game from like RuneScape to League of Legends, it'll be a little more clear. It's like, yeah, most people aren't interested in League of Legends particularly, even if they would be otherwise interested in hanging out in the stream. That's all I mean. I don't think we've ever actually like had a conversation about RuneScape. I just figured that that's mostly what it was, because I know that for me particularly, like if somebody's streaming like Elden Ring, right, I'm much less inclined. Ooh, I should be stabbing. Oh Lord, it's time to stab. I'm much less likely to be in the chat because I don't want to have Elden Ring spoiled for me. I want to be able to experience it with fresh eyes. I know about a little bit. I know that there's like a badass boss right at the gate that's like on a horse or whatever. But other than that, I don't know very much about it. Aster says, I mean, fair. I've not touched RuneScape in forever. Yeah, I think most people, especially, if you're of a certain age, if you have memories of Y2K, right? You've played RuneScape before or whatever. It's just one of those things. But yeah, there's a lot of new content in this game. It's very surprising to me how the depths of the content that they have. I'm obviously not quite done with it either. Well, maybe that's not obvious. I think my current goal is getting the achievement cape, which is basically finishing off this checklist. And then after that, I want to get all of these to turn into 99s. And I think that's going to be when I'm like, RuneScape's going to be a lot less core to the channel. I think we're going to start playing a lot of different games instead. and then just come back to RuneScape whenever there's an update, whenever there's some new content or whatever. Try it out, see what it's like. Maybe play every now and then in between as well. I don't know. There's stuff to do, mastery to be had, but I don't really have like strong feelings, strong inclinations about most of it. Chuzzy says, from what I've noticed, ADHD amplifies my reactions. So many much scree, and I do be easily irritated, but it's pretty difficult to make me like actually mad. What I do have a hard time with is realizing when I'm being loud. Yeah, I've had people complain about me being loud many times, many times. That's a very common complaint for me. Like volume control apparently is one of my weak points, to be honest. But you know, it is what it is. It's actually less of a problem with Discord and stuff, so that helps, I think. Obviously, you could just like dead ass turn me down, which helps. I don't know. I think there's less of a difference between me being irritated and me being mad, to be honest, than there is for you. I tend to let stuff go after the fact pretty easily, but I can be put off pretty easily. Aster says, oh, that's me too. I'm just always much more loud than everybody. Yeah, I can see that. You do seem to... I feel like you could occupy the space in a room well. I don't know how to describe that in well, but I would describe you as the type of person who is good at filling silence in conversations, if that makes sense. I would be surprised if you felt like there were awkward silences often around you. Whereas for me, awkward silences are pretty normal. Chuzzy says, sadly, no IRL turn down button. People try to limit me. Doesn't work well. Yeah. Sometimes I take it personally when they're trying to limit me as well. Aster says, I remember when there was a time I was watching a friend at their college graduation. I was the only person that cheered, and everybody turned around and looked at me like it was outdoors and everybody heard me. Damn, that's very funny. Yeah, I've never been... as much as I am like often loud, but yeah, no, I don't really draw attention to myself, at least not in a way that I'm aware of. Let me put it that way. If I draw attention to myself, it's not because I did it on purpose. Okay, that's it. Open this. Now we drop off all of this. We don't need this anymore. You? Maybe exchange? It's either trade or exchange. Okay. When you're wrong, you're wrong. There's so many people here and none of them are the one that I want. Try using it on my anglers myself? Okay. No. Try using my anglers on the NPC? This guy? Okay. No, thank you. Instructions unclear. Maybe this guy? The guy that I get the stuff from? Talk to him? Hello there. Wiki help? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Spirit flakes. By talking to Gita Prims. Is that you? No, that's Timon, obviously. Gita. Hey, Gita. Have you come for the outfit like mine, or what? Or else what you want? Let's talk about outfits. I see a lot of anglers wear ugly green stuff. It helps them with the fishing, to be sure, but they look so rotten in it. So Gita Prime's invented something better looking. The Spirit Angler outfit gives the same fishing experience bonus as the standard angler kit. It'll cost you some spirit francs, but Gita Primes can change your Spirit Angler back to normal angler for free if you want, whichever suits you. Ask about the Spirit Angler. Sure, hand me a piece of the regular angler kit. I'll want 1,200 Spirit Flakes for a hat, the top for 1,200 Spirit Flakes, the leggings for 1,200 Spirit Flakes, and the footwear for 1,200 Spirit Flakes. Let me do that a bunch of times. All right, sick. Perfect. All right, now we got to change our fashion scape, though. Because obviously this no longer works. All right. So we need our quest cape. My quest cape is hanging up. That's so unfortunate. Okay, hold on. Oh no, I think it's doomed, guys. I think we just gotta go without it. We got this. Can do this. All right, what else? Yeah, that's good. That works. What else? Gloves. These? They're white. No, I don't like it. It's too gray. This is the most important thing we could be doing right now. In case that is unclear even for a moment. I think we go without gloves. Just laughs says, holy moly, still Temporos? Oh, we're not even close to being done. We're at 86. We need 91. Just laughs says, feels like it's been a week since I last saw you. Well, first of all, you saw me yesterday. It's been like literally one day, number one. We weren't even doing Temporos a week ago. So it's just get a new one for 99k? No, I don't think so. Jesse says, oop, got distracted. Did you read my last two messages? Probably not. Devin says, you need a rune pouch, mate. I do need one, but it's like a soft need. You know what I mean? It's like a soft need. I don't have any rope. Why would I need rope? Just laugh says feels, sir. Look, if it feels like it's been a week, but it's only been a day, you can't be surprised, all right? That's a feeling issue, all right? And Jesse says, so when, whoop. No, I got it. Chuzzy says, so when you're irritated in the moments, it's like genuine negativity, but you let it go after? Generally, yes. Chuzzy says, if I had $1 for each time I was told to be quiet, I'd be a millionaire for real. Damn, that's crazy. Do you know how big a million actually is? Aster says, yeah, project. But no, I get you with the awkward silence thing. I generally enjoy communication in all things. So I love hearing other people talk to, so I always try to get other people to engage. Yeah, and that's very important as a streamer in particular. So it makes a lot of sense for that to be a character trait that led you into this particular space. Jesse says, rip, well, I can go copy paste. Nah, I got it. I was just like in the middle of some stuff. I was trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Trying to make sure everything was right. What? Oh, because I have one last thing. Whoops. Well, I guess we stab then. Just says, okay. Yeah, I'm not usually that serious, but maybe not quite. Millionaire. Oh, and maybe not quite millionaire, but close. Let me see how many days I've been alive. Are you about to dox your age, I guess? Did you guys know that your social security number is just a function of like when you were born relative to everyone else, mostly? Like it's just a number that counts up. So if you like know someone like who was born in like the same hospital as you around the same day as you, you probably have like a good guess of what their social security number is, and you. It's not a very secure way of giving people like some of the most important information in their life. The American system's not the best, is all I'm saying. Like, we should probably have a better system than this. But, you know, whatever. Especially since it's like highly confidential security information, like identification number. Sakis' social insecurity number. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not good. Usually it doesn't matter very much because it is like regional. Like you need to find someone who is basically in the same hospital as you for it to even like really give you any information, I think. But Just Laugh says, what the fuck? What's a bluefish? It's just a crystal harpoon. So there's the raw harpoon fish and the crystallized harpoon fish. That's all. Nothing that special. It's kind of like cooking it, like the infernal. You think I can go through that fire? I think I can. If I step here. Nope. Sure fucking can. Damn. Ravaged me, dude. And of course, right after I step in the fire, brother. Because he says maybe more like 100,000 than 1 million. I could do with $100,000. I think I could do. I think that would make a positive difference in my life. You know what I mean? I feel like $100,000. Yeah, that's not bad. Just Laugh says, just got a jar of dirt from Kraken. Yeah. Be like that. Chelsea's the same for reals. Let's see. If I had $100,000, I actually don't think my life would change very much. I would just pay a lot of bills, mostly just for the house. It would mostly just be the house, but I would be a lot more secure in that way, because you know, house would be like pretty big dent in the mortgage and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. Chelsea says, I need more space for hats. Bruh. Surely you could spend $100,000 on something a little more imminent, like pressing than hats. And he says, are we bullying the streamer or what? What's going on? Mostly we're just talking about what we would do with dollars if we had dollars, many dollars, $100,000. All right, put that joker out and this joker out. Actually, I guess I don't really need to do this, right? I'm just stabbing it. Yeah, just stab him. Sakis says 100,000 isn't enough for me to quit my job, but it's great. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like $100,000 probably is technically like a life-changing amount of money, but it's not actually going to change your day-to-day. So it's kind of weird. It definitely will change your life, but not in a way that is going to be perceptible to the people outside of, you know what I mean? Like your friends probably aren't really going to know. Whereas like too much more than $100,000 probably is going to change. Oh yeah, I can. Did I not click so many times? Whatever. I guess this is just what we're doing. I saw like 4 yellow X's come out before I made it even to the ladder, but like whatever. This is just the life that we're living, I suppose. This is happiness. What more could you ask for in the grand scheme of things? You know, I really don't mind the Myth Cape. Amber says, Pog, I miss Temporos. Was good times. What's stopping you from doing Temporos? Like, it's pretty accessible content. Like, I think you could just come back. I think it's still here. Aber says, already have all the drops and no more experience to gain. Yeah, but you can always get another account. It's fine. And plus, there's also like money and like fun. Chelsea says, nah, I wouldn't spend it all on hat space, though I guess it'd be better it'd be better when more money then, so I can spend it on more useful things to society aside from my house space. I mean, look, it's your money. You can do whatever you want to do with it. You don't have to do stuff for society, right? Just Last says, I went 140 KC with an average of 5 permits each KC. And had no uniques until 141 KC. That seems pretty bad. I actually don't know what uniques Temporos has. It's Tome, Barrel. What else? Tome, Barrel. The pet. Is that it? Just Last says, only one I was going for is the barrel because I'm an iron. Yeah, sure. Barrel's useful. Harpoon? You can get a dragon harpoon from this? I guess that makes sense. You can get a dragon axe from Wintertide. Chuzzy says, nah, I like helping people. Yeah, sure. Just Last says, need those fishies? Yeah, but it's super rare. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, that one's news to me. I don't know how people typically get their dragon harpoons. It just says, BRB have to read the longest pages in 100 GF to my fiance. I don't know what that means. You're reading something to someone, but I don't know what that means. Just Last says, I got mine from Worms. Yeah, I know that you can get it from Worms. And I imagine that's where most people get it from because that's the place that I knew where you get them. Like, I already knew that you could get it from Worms, but Josie says, oh, right, I need to eat. That's the thing I should do. It's true. I've eaten today, actually, already. I ate before stream. So, I actually don't need to eat for once. I don't know. It's kind of nice to not have to hold anything. Taka says, oh yeah, I researched Ulm a little bit. Yeah, you know more about Ulm? Okay. I wonder if the set that I was looking at for minimum setup for Cox was like solos. I guess technically you could just do it solo. You just need to have the skill and also get the right rooms. I don't know if any rooms are like necessarily better with other people anyway. Alice is almost easy. I think you need to know what he does. I wouldn't call him easy. I think a boss that's easy has enough enough degrees of failure that you can just show up and like get through it even if you don't know the mechanics beforehand. Josie says, I'll go eat then. Thanks for the stream. You'll be able to continue your streams normally until I once again have the opportunity to pounce. I mean, you say that, but like my streams have been normal for like as long as I've known you, Jesse. So like it's a lot of threats, but like it hasn't actually amounted to very much. I'm gonna be honest. Zaku says we'll have 2 attacks before doing a special and do specials in order. Spikes, lightning, parrying. Oh really? What does the parrying do if you're solo? Chuzzy says it'll happen. Later people. Later Chuzzy. It's hard to believe the boy who cried wolf, or in this case the Chuzzy who cried stream ending, I suppose. Saku says it puts a portal to at a random place. You go to that place. Oh, interesting. Malice says, Saku, you soloing it? He hasn't yet, but I don't see any reason why he couldn't. Saku says, I don't have the willpower to solo it. That's real. Just Laugh says, if you're head skippings and dodging firewall, you basically almost have no specials. But are we talking about solo or duo or what? I don't know what head skippings is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I've done Cox basically 1 time. Malice says, oh, it's easy if you learn to run head. No damage, basically. I don't know what is that a solo, duo, or trio set? Like that, you're not. I feel like you're not saying enough in order for anybody to know what it is that you're talking about, right? Like, surely you're aware that if somebody isn't familiar with the raid, that you have to explain like 10 or 12 things for that thing that you're saying to make sense, right? Come on now. Malice says it works for solo, duo, or 100 people. Okay, well, next time you are starting to play RuneScape for the first time, I'll just say all you have to do for forecast is Wooks Walk. Oh yeah, you can Wooks Walk with any weapon, but it changes the length of it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I know what Wooks Walking is, and I could tell you exactly how to do it, but I'm not gonna tell you about that because you didn't ask, right? Like, come on, dude. Like, let's be real for a moment. You know, right, that I don't know what you're talking about. The third of the information that you're giving me doesn't mean anything, and you know it. Come on. Stop pretending like you're like sheepishly not telling me like, what the fuck is going on here. Either tell me or move on. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is happening? Why is it like a fucking 20 questions? Like, Naga says running head is a tick perfect set of movement. I've been able to master it, at least in solo. Oh yeah, it's so easy to do. Just do tick perfect bullshit. Okay. Oh, I should be doing this. Yeah, nah, that's fine. I think I'm gonna stick to my scuffed shit, actually. To be fair though, you Malice and you Just Laughs have been saying different shit, and I kind of conflated what your points are. Malice who said head is easy, and Just Laughs says there's no specials, right? And that's not, or Cox is easy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I am conflating you guys a little bit, which is a little unfair. Saki says be at exactly the right place at the right tick. The 3-0 and whatnot, yeah. That definitely, those are definitely words. Like I'm about to tell you guys about some Mabinogi mechanics. I'm about to tell you guys about Mabinogi mechanics and just expect you guys to not be confused. Like that's about to be what happens. Oh, also I did not kill him. Well, we leave. Alice is, sorry, that's too big of a word for me. Mabinagi? I mean, I stand by what I said. Just Lab says, yeah, if you're soloing, you can do methods like 5-0, 5 hits to 0 hits from the boss. Wonder what the 5 hits to 0 hits from the boss. I wonder what the implication is supposed to be there. It sounds like Corrupted Gauntlet is what it sounds like, actually. Actually, are there even like mechanics like that in Pieko? Oh yeah. Not in Pieko, but in Mabinagi in general. Just Lab says it means you never get hit because he hits 0 times each rotation of 5 hits. Yeah, but doesn't that just sound like not taking damage? Couldn't you describe everything as being a number of hits before the cycle repeats? Right? Like the final boss in TOA is he goes right and then left and then you know what I mean? Like and then the cycle repeats. He does that again and then he does that again and then he does that again and then you have to do a special attack thing. It's like, and I describe that as being a 4-0 or whatever. It's like doesn't really mean very much, I don't think, without context. That says Ulm turns his head instead of attacking if there's no one wherever he is facing. That's weird. I don't know if I actually need to know this as well. I'm just curious what you guys are actually talking about. I'm trying to like engage in the conversation in a way that is like receptive to what you guys are trying to say. But I also feel like you guys are like intentionally telling me half truths. Just Laugh says, no, I mean 5 hits from you. That's very strange. That sounds like the number of hits that you do somehow affect anything. Saku says, so if you switch between 2 lanes at a pace that is perfectly timed, Ohm will never attack you. I kind of understand, at least. It's definitely a damage mitigation technique that involves you attacking him with a particular timing so that he doesn't even attack you, let alone hit you. Just Laugh says, trying to work with Saku's last message. Just Laugh says, in each lane switch gives you 1 hit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like as much as I appreciate you guys trying to explain it, I feel like I'm just not gonna understand unless I have some kind of context. Because I've only ever done the fight the one time, right? It's not like I've seen or read anything about Ulm literally at all. I literally just showed up and saw that you're not supposed to stand in the crystals or like get hit by the lightning. So like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to apply what I've seen from Ulm in a way that it's going to make sense. Saki says, do you remember the tiles I had you mark? You had me mark tiles? No. No, I certainly do not remember that. I certainly do not remember that. Medusa stand on this? Probably. But yeah, that one's on me. That's not even you guys explaining. That's just me not knowing, I think. Not remembering, I guess. But it sounds like a timing thing and a movement thing. And that might be all that I'm actually going to be able to get from it without, like, doing proper research, I think, unfortunately. I think I just go back to fishing now. Sakus says, basically, I had you mark the tiles where Ohm would turn head if you stood there. Ohm cannot attack you if he's not facing you. attack you with the balls that you're supposed to protect from, or like use any special attack at all with anything. That's weird. So the way that you're describing it, it sounds like you can just stay in the fight against Ohm basically in perpetuity just by moving around. Like if you just move enough, you won't ever even get targeted by him, let alone having to protect, which is kind of a crazy way for that fight to work, to be honest. I think we just do this. So I guess it's basically when you are performing the 3-0 in solo Ohm, you're tricking Ohm into, why am I not stabbing this? Into moving his head every time by switching lanes, so he never attacks. Yeah, I think all I got from that is there's a way to do Ohm without actually him attacking you. I think that's literally all that I got from that, unfortunately. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to get other than that, though, I guess. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's all you wanted me to understand. Because I don't know what else I could have gotten in retrospect. I think we're done, by the way. I think this is it. John Smith is gonna hop to bed. Getting late for me. Hope you have a good night, Panda. Oh yeah, it's gonna be the end of the stream pretty soon. I think we got like one more Temporos run. We're certainly not gonna do Ohm. What a way to learn whatever the 3-0 method is, though. Just show up and start doing Ohm. I also definitely just got washed away. I don't know if it actually matters, though. Am I gonna be able to down him? No, I don't think so. Yeah, no. So I guess ideally we fill this inventory. I'm kind of surprised how, call it poorly, this has gone so far. I mean, there's a little bit of recalibration that needs to happen, I guess. It's also going to be weird having to cast a spell. It's going to be faster, but... Just left his wife 91 fishing the goal. It's what you need for the Mauritania Elite Diary. We're doing all the Elite Diaries, but Mauritania specifically, all I need is 91 fishing, and then I can do the rest. Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is. Nothing special. It will give me the Harmony Island herb patch, which will extend my herb run by, what, like 11% or whatever, technically, because I go from 9 to 10. But it's not going to be like a huge deal or nothing. It's mostly just because we're trying to get through the achievement diary anyway. And when I get 91 fishing, that means that the fishing skill as a whole will be dead. And I'll also be done with that particular diary completely. Does that make sense? So when I finish this skill, I can just do that whole diary and also move on to an entirely new skill. And I think the next skill will be woodcutting, actually. Basically, I'm going to turn this into this like 900,000 into like a 4 million or something like that. So basically this. And that'll be probably through Siliceps, mostly. Maybe entirely even. I don't know if I would do anything else, because it's like I kind of just want to do the fastest thing. especially the fastest thing that I could do consistently, which in theory is this, but you know, consistently. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get the humidifier runes. Whoops. I also had the wrong spellbook, I realized. Also, I didn't buy battle saves. That's fine. We can do that tomorrow morning. You'll probably remember. Not a big deal. Huh? I don't know. I think TOB is the raid that I have the least familiarity with at this point, and because of that, it's the raid that I like the least. I don't know if I want to do any raids though, especially after that post from Savage. Like, there's just no money to be made from it, to be honest. Like, you have to get so good at raids in order to, like, conceivably make any amount of money from it. And even then, just last this post from Savage. Yeah, there's a post in my Discord. I can show you. Somebody ran the numbers of what the value of doing a raid is if you don't get the ultra rares from it. And it's just not good. It's just not good. Like, they're just, it's like such a huge waste relative to like just regular ass forecast, for example. And if you just do forecast, they're just gonna make more money for 300 hours until you get the ultra rare or whatever. Okay. Let me show you. Just last says, if it makes a difference, I have a main and I get splits from raids. So no, that doesn't matter. It's just like the actual potential that you have to make money is not very high for raids. It's just not a very, like, I understand the money making guide on the wiki says that it makes a lot of money, but the reason that is the case is because it is so skewed by the ultra rares. If you exclude specifically just the Scythe of Atur, the Shadow, and the T-Bow, just those items, the rates drop tremendously, precipitously. I'm going to show you. Don't worry. Just give me one more second. Here. You can read this. And obviously, I didn't run these numbers myself. But you can see. I'll even let it be massive for a second. So I'm just putting out these fires. These literal fires. The main number that you need to look at is the GP per hour. Like, it's basically pathetic for the vast majority of these. Cox is okay-ish, but that's a 33,000 point solo. Just last says, I guess raids were never best money maker. Isn't that next? They are literally the best other than next, but sure, you're right. Like, it's a little disingenuous to call them anything less than the best because they're always in the top fucking 10 or whatever. But yeah, you're right. You can do other things in that there is one other thing that you can do that will earn you more money, but like the math doesn't lie. Like, I'm not saying that the rate isn't good on average. Oh, I'm so bad. I just got caught up in the fires. Whoops. But the average is so dramatically skewed by 300 hours getting an ultra rare, right? That's a lot of hours to get even just one of them. Even just one of them is 300 hours. But you're right. If you want to get all three of them, it's even worse, right? And not just a lot of hours, also a lot of KC. Just Laugh says, of course you want all three. I don't give a fuck about these things. I'm glad that you have an ambition, a goal, but I don't care. I couldn't care less about those fucking things. That doesn't do shit for me personally. Like even if it is better, and it is better, it wouldn't actually change the scope of my career. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be doing different shit. It would be mostly hanging out in my bank. It's not like I'm bossing right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing best in slot bossing. And the thing that they mostly help you do is fucking raids, which is the ultimate, like, oh my God, dude, it's terrible. It's terrible that the game works that way. I mean, it's not like the worst thing in the world. It's just a very silly cyclical thing. Just Laugh says would be same gameplay anyway, and I have them, and I can barely boss at the moment. Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't use them if I had them. It would just the only thing it would do is make my bank value bigger, mostly. And the only other thing I would do is like farm up bonds easier. In theory, it'd be nice to have them because it would be easier to get the money for a bond, I guess, because obviously this cash stack is looking a little light, but like it actually doesn't change the scope of my gameplay very much. But obviously for you and for irons and shit like that, it's a totally different story, right? But wow, I still have these, huh? All right, so I guess we'll just leave everything as is for now, because I'm probably going to do a farm run first thing tomorrow. Just Last says, it's also weird that TOA is really good for Renard drops, and they're so hard to get. So it kind of sustains itself. So you're saying that the prayer potions you get from TOA is enough to keep you in TOA? I sort of get that, but you know that the farm room in Cox is free and gives you all the stuff that you could possibly want for the raid. So like, you want to talk about a self-sustaining raid, Cox is the one, even more so than TOA is. So like, I kind of hear what you're saying, but I like kind of disagree too. We're going to be raiding Mudkip Ninja. I'm relatively new to his channel, but right now he's hosting the first episode of his D&D campaign, Change of Fate. He's like well into it, but I promise you it's going to be good vibes, good times. I don't actually have context for the D&D campaign itself. I've seen the end of the last stream where it was episode 0 or whatever, and it was a fantastic time and highly recommend it. The coolest thing about this D&D campaign is that you as the viewer, as in the stream, can affect the outcome of events that happen. You can basically do things like give advantage and disadvantage, etc., to affect how players interact with the course of the game, and also name creatures and things like that. It's a very good time. Highly recommended. One of my favorite D&D experiences in the streaming space in general. Hope you guys have a fantastic night. I'm going to be back in like 8-ish hours, 8.5 hours or something like that. We have a long weekend stream where we're going to be playing mostly just RuneScape, actually. Saturday, yeah, we're just playing RuneScape. But on Sunday, tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, excuse me, we'll be playing Valheim. So that'll be nice. Until then, I've been that Daft Punk Panda. I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. And then we wait for just a little bit longer, and then end the recording.